anyway, that's kind of the situation we end up in. Reddit user Casil of Saturn said YouTube would block the video player after playing one video. The warning message encouraged them to try YouTube Premium. One user claimed that YouTube slowed down video speeds and gave them a prompt that said, quote, experiencing interruptions, question mark, end quote. Another Redditor claimed YouTube simply said a video is, quote, unavailable when using ad blockers. Not everyone on the Reddit threads had the same experience, though. Some people suggested workarounds. PC World said developers are adapting software to stay ahead of YouTube. Quote, ad block extension developers quickly got around the pop-up issue earlier this week, with one AdGuard representative calling the process, quote, a classic cat and mouse game, end quote. In a statement to Mashable, a YouTube representative shared some details and said this, quote, the use of ad blockers violate YouTube's terms of service, and we've been urging users for some time to allow ads on YouTube or try YouTube Premium for an ad-free experience. As we've said before, viewers using ad blockers may have a suboptimal viewing experience, which includes delays in loading, end quote.
Yeah, that's what makes sense. You pay $8 and you get rid of the ads. I get that. If people are watching the site for free and they get bombarded with ads, well, that's how they support the company, that's how they support the creators. But if you pay $8 and a cut of that goes to the creators, and a cut of that goes to YouTube, then there shouldn't be any ads. So why is there ads on YouTube Premium now?
The suboptimal viewing experience language is intentionally vague here, could mean a number of things. And again, it is totally YouTube's prerogative to block ad blockers if they want. It's, the thing I care about is just like,
absolutely.
I don't know, I mean, you got to look at the root cause of this. That's where they need to start. And one of those could be, like I said, when you get the ads that are just like scams. You know, like, it's kind of hard to be confused by users not wanting to see that. So, anyway, I think I should probably emphasize again in this video as a paper trail for myself and for YouTube, we are not in this video advocating for the use or the disuse of ad blockers because I don't care. The thing that we're talking about is the user experience and it getting worse. It's not about whether users should or shouldn't install certain things. And actually, honestly, extensions you do need to be extremely careful with because like a browser extension is one of the best possible vectors for an attack. So it is something to think about there too. It's kind of a whole different topic. Anyway, next one is YouTube Premium getting worse. So YouTube is pushing Premium to avoid ads, which is fine, but it's doing so at a time when Premium is adding more ads back into Premium. So that was the entire point of YouTube Premium. It was no ads, and now they have them again. YouTube is moving to roll out its Premium Lite feature fully.
Oh my God. Most videos ad-free. What the fuck? Most? Not all? Holy shit.
For $8 per month, except Premium Lite doesn't let you play videos like music in the background, meaning turning your phone screen off and letting it play. That's like half the point of Premium for me.
Yep.
It doesn't allow you to download videos to mobile for offline play.
So now I can't download transparent clothing videos? What the fuck is this shit? This is horse shit.
Adds back in some situations, according to new reports. It also doesn't give you access to YouTube Music. It's basically pointless, in my opinion. And we think the real purpose of it is actually to sort of normalize ads in paid services and slowly roll that out. It really looks like YouTube is ramping up its position to be able to start shoving ads back into everything, even the ad-free paid services. That's what I think. But YouTube made it worse by emailing this out to some of its users. This was confirmed by a couple users online. Quote, thank you for being a Premium Lite member. Premium Lite offers fewer interruptions so you can watch more of the YouTube you love, end quote. And this is on, I believe it was the Twit forum. It continues, quote, we are writing to let you know that beginning 30th June 2025, ads may appear on Shorts in addition to music content and when you search or browse. Most videos will continue to remain ad-free. While we hope that you continue to be a member, you can
I have never gotten an ad on a short. But my God, for a ADD part of the platform, getting an ad for 3 minutes is going to make me blow my fucking brains out. There's no way that works. There's no way. Because shorts already make no fucking money. They make none.
You can cancel your membership at any time here. To check the status of your
no way anybody's watching that shit.
Go to your settings, purchases, and memberships page.
They'll just close
For more
it.
information about Premium Lite, please visit our YouTube Help Center. We appreciate and continue to learn from your feedback. Sincerely, the YouTube Premium team, end quote.
Like, okay. 3-minute unskippable ads on shorts is never going to work. Maybe they get away with banner ads. Right, like every 10 minutes, a banner appears at the top of your screen for 30 seconds while you can keep scrolling. That is pretty much the only way where I think it would be feasible to not completely obliterate the entire the entire content consuming process.
I want to give some context here for viewers. So, if you wonder what do YouTubers make from ads, there's a couple forms. But the one that's relevant here, the one that YouTube controls is called AdSense, and the answer is fractions of a penny per view.
Yep.
So if you're paying $8 a month and you're still getting ads, at a super high CPM or cost per 1,000 views.
Like, let me show you this real quick. All right. I want to give you guys some examples. So, this guy, Dora44, he makes like pretty similar views to what I'm getting. 29.3 million, right? But the problem is, this month from videos, he's gotten 100, 200, 240, 320, 430, 570,000 of these views. 570,000 of these views, very low estimate, are part of his real views.
How to add a chat on your stream.
So,
go to streamelements.com and log in with your account. And here on the left, we go to streaming tools, overlays. And here on the right side, click on new overlay. Leave it at 1080p and press start. On the bottom left, click on the plus icon, stream tools, your stream's chat. And here on the top left, we'll switch this crappy theme to custom. Let's leave the show messages checkbox on, and we'll set the message delay to 0. Then go to position settings. Set the width to 450 and the height to 900. Then we go to the text settings. Set the font size to 33, and we're gonna choose the color white. Then here on the right, click on the save button and name this overlay. Left, we'll switch this crappy theme to custom. Let's leave the show messages checkbox on, and we'll set the message delay to 0. Then go to chat and click save. Then click on the settings. Set the font size to 33, and we're gonna choose the color white. Then here on the right, click on the save button and name this overlay chat and click save. Then click on the icon at the top to copy the widget URL. Then go to OBS and in the sources panel, chat and click save. Then click on the icon. Set the font size to 33, and we're gonna choose the color white. Then here on the right click add browser. I'll call it chat and click OK. Here we insert widget URL and set width 450, height 900. Put the chat where we want it and spam the test messages. Subscribe for more. Right-click add browser.
And we got a little bit of information on what the hardcore means.
Here we insert widget URL and set width 450, height 900.
let's pull up
Put the chat where we want
views.
it and spam the test messages. Subscribe for more.
Highest short of all time. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. That one has that many, and then this one we have one that's all you guys are familiar with. Great. All right, awesome. Okay, now let's pull up a regular video. Let's see what my most viewed video is of all time. Hopefully I can find this. Content, videos, views. Great, 1.8 million and 1.3 million. And let's see, analytics. All right, this is great. This is going to showcase everything I need to showcase. All right, yeah, okay. So I had a YouTube video called "The Worst Account in Genshin Impact History." 1.8 million views. It made $5.7 thousand. Okay, $5.7 thousand off of 1.8 million views, as well as another video, 1.3 million views that made $4,000. That's a lot of fucking money. My shorts that had 1.6 million views made $160. My short that had 4.3 million views made $200. Yep. You get your ass absolutely railed. Shorts give you fucking nothing. That's why shorts views really don't matter if those viewers aren't converting. So, yeah, very, very, very different metrics here. Shorts are a tool for discovery. Sure. But some people argue that, right? So, right? Okay, hold up. So let's pull up Doro again, right? So you say shorts are a tool for discovery, and sure they are. But I want to remind you, Doro is getting 30 million views this month and only 16,000 new subs, right? Doro is getting near 30 million views from shorts with 1.1 mil, half a mil, nearly a mil, 1.4 mil, 1 mil, 300, 2.3 mil, 800,000. And then you go to his videos, 140, 100, 88K, 40,000, 100, 50. You see what I'm saying? So like the shorts do get you more short viewers, but short viewers don't really fucking do anything if your shorts aren't converting. And for a lot of people, they just aren't converting. Hopefully that makes sense.
500 or something, but it's going to be somewhere in the range of like 500 to 3,000 videos that would have had ads that you'd have to watch to...
Because short form brain rot viewers will only watch short form brain rot.
That $8 of ad revenue.
A short viewer isn't going to say, oh, this guy had a really funny 30-second clip. I'm going to go watch his stream for 5 hours. That's like a 1 in 1,000th viewer.
Creators. That's actually more for YouTube itself. I think this split I could probably disclose. It's public, but okay. I'm not sure what the contractual rules are anymore. So what I did is I Googled this. Google, by the way, owns YouTube, just so everyone's clear here.
Like 5% conversion? I would probably say like 0.01% conversion.
Creators. And I got, this is the best part, an AI overview from Gemini, which is also made by Google. And it says, YouTube typically splits ad revenue with creators through a revenue sharing model. This is a quote. Creators receive 55% of the ad revenue generated by their videos, while YouTube retains the remaining 45%. This split applies to long-form videos and is a standard arrangement for creators within the YouTube Partner Program. So I'm just reading a quote there just in case there's some kind of rules around saying that. But point being, to generate $8 worth of like, basically to start becoming more cost than you're worth it for something like Premium Light at $8, you gotta be watching thousands of videos a month. So to put any ads in it is just honestly absurd, but that's my opinion on it. Anyway, YouTube also has some ad AI slop now, where YouTube may change how it presents some advertisements. Search Engine Land reported that YouTube is experimenting with more non-skippable ads. Quote, Google Ads is testing 30-second non-skippable ads in regular YouTube campaigns. This format, until now, was reserved for premium placements via YouTube reservation buys, end quote. Google also recently announced what they call Peak Point, which is a so-called AI feature built with Gemini that allows advertisers to target ads when viewers are most engaged in a video. It's, according to what I'm reading in this post, going to intentionally interrupt the most engaging parts of videos with ads, which is almost certainly going to harm creators, at least like us, where I can't speak for everyone, but for us, we don't want to have interruptions right at the most engaging part of the video or right after. I mean, you like explicitly try to avoid that, because that's when it just sucks as a viewing experience. And even from a strict business standpoint, it's like, if the person's super engaged right now because it's the best part of our video, I want them to see that, because that's probably the part I care the most about, and I think is the most interesting or the most cool or the best editing or whatever. You want them to see that. And the retention's probably higher after that anyway, to watch through that engaging part. And then use an AI tool to shove an ad into the middle of it is just like, what are we doing here? Is this what we're building AI for? Anyway, in that very same post, YouTube talks about...
I think AI can be useful for ads. I mean, I'll be real. I know a lot of people don't like targeted ads, but I'd rather see an ad of something that I like that I think could be cool rather than like some dumbass shit where it's like, are you and one of your loved ones getting old? Do you need a retirement home? Now that you're back from the Vietnam War, do you need PTSD medication? It's like, well, no, I don't. But I would love to see maybe a Snickers ad, because every now and then I want to indulge in being a fat fuck. Ads that are good are at least better than ads that have nothing to do with me.
So out of shopping extensions and in-video shopping
like
pop-ups, which have basically turned YouTube into the QVC channel. We'll talk more about this in future videos. Got a lot of thoughts about that one. Alphabet, which has a market cap of more than $2 trillion, wants to squeeze every dollar from YouTube services and ads, more than before. This isn't a surprise. This is what big corporations do. But that doesn't change the fact that it just feels worse as an end user. And if you want an ad-free service, of course you'll have to pay Google for it. It's just that an individual subscription to YouTube Premium without ads for now costs $14 in the US. Subscription costs vary by country, of course, but according to Alphabet's last quarterly statement, Google's, quote, subscriptions, platforms, and devices, quote, grew by $1.6 billion for Q1 2024 versus Q1 2025. And Alphabet also made more than $10 billion.
Normally I would say $14 is fucking crazy, but I mean, Netflix is getting away with like $30 right now, and they keep on upping the price. They probably won't stop continuing upping the price, so consumers will pay it, so I can't really say anything.
In total revenue from the Google subscription.
I miss when every subscription service was $5, bro. Now everything's so goddamn expensive, and you need like 19 different subscriptions to watch. What is it? I think you need like 16 different subscriptions to watch all of Pokemon, because it's been fragmented on so many different streaming services. It's so bad.
Platforms and devices in the first quarter of 2025 already, and the company attributed most of that growth to an increase in subscription revenues across YouTube services and Google One.
Just pirate it.
$14 a month to remove ads. It's getting on the expensive side for sure. YouTube Premium Lite at $8 per month, though, that's the one I'm kind of focused on here, because like at least the $14 one, it's pretty clear what you're supposed to get, which is no more ads in videos from AdSense. But with the $8 one, it's not really 100% clear because they say that most videos won't have ads, but they don't really 100% clearly define which ones don't fall within most videos. And it feels kind of like an upsell tool to the $14 for now option. For comparison, Netflix costs something like $8 per month with ads and $18 without ads. Hulu is $10 per month with ads and $19 per month without ads. I'm personally not super familiar with these services. I don't watch like movies or TV really. I don't have time for it. But these prices are very competitive at face value. And one of the biggest things here is that YouTube content by default is already at least freely observable, even though you have to go through ads.
Also, nobody's watching
Hulu. If YouTube wants people to remove ad blockers, we think it's going to need to adjust its pricing structure. It'll need to adjust the types of ads that are on the platform. There needs to be more policing of it. It really needs to focus on a better user experience. It seems that simple to me, where it's just like, there's all these clear victories, PR victories and whatever. I don't know, I'll use us as an example because it's something I can directly understand, but we've had people tell us that they've explicitly sort of whitelisted us for advertising for all these different extensions and things, or they'll donate on Patreon and things like that, and thank you for those of you who do both of those things, because you appreciate what we provide. And I think if you look at that from even a mega corporate perspective, it's like they come out and say, hey, we're finally going to focus on these bots. Like, we think we've got a solution, we get most of them, and we're going to adapt to get the rest of them. They can even promote their AI bullshit with this. Like, bots versus bots, like battle bots, except in the comment section. And a lot.
I feel like it's really easy just for the first 30 seconds, just eliminate any profile picture that has a pussy in it. You know, use your AI. Any comment in the first 30 seconds has a big titty ass chick or someone promoting their OnlyFans, just ban them. Should be pretty easy.
A lot more vulgar and filled with pictures we can't show
What's
on the screen.
Hulu? True.
But, you know, focusing on that user experience, to me, that seems like the clear path forward, where you make people happier with that. You get a PR victory there as YouTube. You improve the platform. You reduce the risk of people getting scammed on your platform and being turned off of it as a result of it. And they might even increase their viewership from, for example, the younger audience, or maybe the parents see these things in the comments and they're like, you're not going on that site or whatever. But the next thing to move towards would probably be getting rid of some of these scam ads and just the AI generated, like obviously artificial advertisements for products that might not even exist, going after that stuff.
I feel so privileged because I've never seen a single one of these. What the fuck?
That just seems like the place to start to me.
I mean, this is the future, right? You know what's cheaper than hiring Morgan Freeman? Hiring AI Morgan Freeman, right? So I don't blame them, but man, they look stupid as shit right now.
I think one of the best examples.
But in the future, they'll get better.
One of the differences between GN and GNC is how I host.
In the future, I will be the first person, well, probably the second person behind Asmund, to replace myself fully with AI. You know, it'll be really easy. Just have the AI bot attack every single person who ever shit talks him, right? And then just farm that for fucking 8 weeks. Because people will infinitely try to come at me. They really will.
These more first-person informal, I guess. But one of the examples I have is if you think of games piracy and movie piracy and things like that, when it really got a lot less popular than it seemed like it was, at least at the time, was when streaming became lower effort.
Although I guess Neurosama already did that.
Relatively low cost. Like all those things aligned to where it
Neurosama is disgustingly successful.
Something like Steam or some streaming service or whatever. To consume the
That being said, the easiest AI to replicate would be Hassan's chair. Very easy chair reacts.
Content rather than jumping through sketchy websites and downloading things that may or may not be exactly what you wanted and risking malware and things like that. So that was when it got better, but it's, you know, it's starting to swing the other way. But anyway, Steam's a good example of that, where it became easier to buy the games there than really just about anything else, and that worked out well for them. So we don't want to see YouTube degrade its user experience. I still love the platform. YouTube is the main sort of way that I get content information. That I
Same. I think YouTube's great.
I genuinely, I do love using YouTube.
It's just scary to see it slowly declining.
And for the people it has enabled, including us.
And we don't want to see that, of course.
We can appreciate it for what it is, what it has offered, what it continues to
offer.
But
I will say YouTube is
also, you know,
definitely the best platform on the internet right now.
If you want to see it succeed and continue to be good, like it has been, it's the same way people like Ross Scott from Curtis Farms are passionate about games, where he's sort of pursuing something that some companies in the games industry will see as harmful to themselves, but it's because he loves video games and he wants them to stay available once you've purchased it. And for me, it's the same with YouTube, where it's like, this is a platform that I have and a lot of other people have built a life on. It's a great way to share information and learn, and it's very accessible for just about anybody to start uploading, but they're making it worse. The same way I feel about NVIDIA, the GPUs and building games.
The NVIDIA situation's a joke.
To see, but anyway,
It's so
where
bad.
they're degrading the experience. They're forcing people towards a more premium service just to remove ads, while offering one that is nebulous about the ads it removes, which just seems like
like I'll also be real. Like NVIDIA graphics cards are bad enough as it is with the projection of how they're, I guess, quote unquote, developing. But Intel as well. Like Intel, like I should not have an i9 that struggles to run Fortnite to where I have to download a third-party program to like tamper with it in order to run fucking Neopets on my computer. It makes no sense. But, you know, I'm heavily considering swapping over to AMD, but there will probably be issues with AMD too.
an upsell at the very least. And amusingly, Google has already prepared for all this because in 2018, their code of conduct said that they were focused on giving users, quote, the best products and services, but that has changed.
AMD's
Now it says,
great?
quote,
Okay, great.
products and services, which is one hell of a downgrade. That is a large objective change.
Problem is if you swap your process, you got to swap so much shit with it.
Right now, not thrilled about it. I think it can get better. I don't know. They would need to. They're too big of a company to react other than, like, it's not going to matter what individual people there think. It's going to matter how many people really care and can.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, YouTube's a monopoly. It's still a great platform, but obviously it's concerning for us who use the platform every single day to see it steadily, you know, introduce more changes that we obviously as consumers wouldn't want to see on the platform. Great video. I don't think there's a sense of like doom and despair over YouTube, but it's just like concerning. And hopefully we can voice our concerns saying, hey, we don't like this. Can we be a little bit more reasonable? But it's just so hard because there is no competition right now. And Hulu ain't going to do shit. Yeah, man, that video depressed the shit out of me. That video depressed the shit out of me. All right, boys, I'm going to get out of here. Good stream.
Yo, today we're gonna go so people can see we're gonna open up our browser and we're gonna go to streamlabs.com. Once you're at streamlabs.com, you're gonna click on the login button that's at the top right. And then once you're here, you're gonna be given the option to sign in with whatever streaming service you're using. And then you can just sign in with things for your chat window, or you want chunky, whatever you like. Just whenever you pick a style that you like, you're gonna click on the save settings.
In today's video, to read their chat properly, this route, what you want to do is go to socialstream.ninja and you'll go to this website right here. This app has evolved
Streamlabs right after. For OBS users, you're going to go to the top where it says docs, and then we're going to do custom browser docs, and then we're just going to call this multi-chat, and then the URL, we're going to copy paste that URL link and then hit apply. And then now we have our multi-chat here, which you can just drag and dock somewhere else. And then if you're on Streamlabs, all you got to do is click this little button on the left-hand side here, and then you'll be able to choose a layout, and then you're going to drag the website option on one of these spaces, and then you're going to paste in that link into the website option, hit save changes, and then it'll pop up here. And if you don't see it, there might be. For OBS users, you're going to go to the top where it says docs, and then we're going to do custom browser docs, and then we're just going to call this multi-chat, and then the URL, we're going to copy paste that URL link and then hit apply, and then DLive, whatever else. So after you've connected all of your streaming services to Caster Labs to be able to get the actual chats, then you'll be able to go to the dashboard over here as dock. You can just drag and dock somewhere else. And then if you're on Streamlabs, all you got to do is click this little button on the left hand side here, and then you'll be able to choose a layout, and then you're going to drag the website option on one of these spaces, and then you're going to paste in that link into the website option, hit save changes, and then it'll pop up here, description. But before we customize this, I want to show you how you can add it over your stream so your viewers can see it like I had it in my stream. All you got to do is add a new source, and then you're going to use a browser source, We'll call it multi-chat in all caps so the old people can read it. And then we're going to get rid of this URL and we're going to copy and paste that same URL we did for this one. And then you can make the height and width here so that way the chat doesn't get cut off. So for example, if I wanted to make it taller, we could do it like 1,000 by, I don't know, like 500 maybe. And then we hit
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
You won't believe how easy this is. You ever see these?
And
then click on create new overlay.
New overlay. I'm here.
Choose the resolution. I recommend 1080p.
Yep, got that.
Now go to the blue plus sign down here and click on Stream Tools. Your streams chat.
Stream
there
tools,
it is. There's my stream chat. Now make sure to save it. Give it a name.
That is not how it works.
Now go ahead and click this button on the top. Go back into your OBS, add a source, browser, and now paste that URL that you got.
Yeah, that's not how it works. I did that like 1,000 times. That's not how it works at all.
Hello, my YouTube friends. To keep up with chat if it's all in different windows. Or maybe you're a one-monitor streamer that doesn't want to use their phone to read the chat anymore. Well, after today's video, you're going to know everything that you need to know.
Okay, yeah,
So a new multi-stream plugin for OBS just came out, this time coming from Stream Elements. I've already had a lot of questions asking if this is better than Atom Multistream or Restream.io. These are currently the two most
I just want my chat green. All right. There. How do you ban people? I can remove. I can inspect. Wait, I'm not even in my thing. Here we go. Okay, go. Oh, I see. Add as mod. Put user in time. Okay. I like that. All right. I'm about to switch to Streamlabs. Let's check something. Does Streamlabs have a multi-stream?
Before we get into the core setup, we need to understand the two different ways to multi-stream, relay versus direct, and why you'd want to choose one or the other. First, relay. This means you're streaming from OBS, for example, to a service like Restream, for example, and then that service will stream to the platforms you link to it. The pro of this is that you're just in...
Yeah, whatever.
If you're not live streaming, push that user with your horizontal and vertical canvas options, and that will essentially link all of the different social media accounts.
I just want Stream Elements to work. Okay, we're just gonna go to there we go. Delete this. Delete. Bye. Bye. That one. A GitHub website. I don't know how to do this. Download link below. Download link below. Download link below. Down. Okay, keep going. Okay. Wait. Okay. Let's just start over. Yeah. Let's scroll through this. All right, cross platform, blah blah blah. Okay. You know, I really don't like thinking. Is this an overlay, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's just try something else. Okay, go away. Nope. Camera's not even working. Because it's not plugged in. There we go. Alright. Camera's on. Camera's not on. Okay, it worked there. Alright. It's black. Why is it black? Why is it so big? Okay, there's that one. Why is this black? Okay, I don't know what the issue is. I don't know why I have such troubles with just the cameras all the time. Just every time. Okay, delete this. I have to use the NVIDIA broadcast just to stream the camera. I can't use I can't just use the camera. I have to use NVIDIA broadcast to do it, which is nuts to me. Why is it at 60 FPS? I don't get it. Okay, let's just delete this layer. Remove. Yes. Add a layer. Sorry. Let's. Ooh, wow, it's loud. Let's turn me down. Okay, let's. Video. Yes. Yes. Okay, I have me. We need to move me here in the order of configuration. We need to shrink me down. I didn't shrink me down. Control Z. I need to shrink this one down. Oh, there we go. Keep shrinking. Keep shrinking. There we go. I like that. Okay. Then here, we need to add a source. Video. You know what would be a lot better is if this was just alphabetical. Recapture. Add source. Camera. It's broken. It's okay, so it's broken there too. Okay, I fixed it. Okay. A big ugly face right about there. That's good enough for me. Okay. Okay, I got that. I still don't have chat. Add it. Where is it? It's nowhere. It's nowhere to be seen. Okay. I mean, it's there. But where is it? I don't know. I don't know what to say. And we're just, once again, we're just going to find something else. Multi-chat for a simple, convenient, cross-platform multi-channel is able to satisfy even the most demanding, blah, blah, blah. Keep going. Is this an overlay? I want an overlay. I want an overlay. This doesn't look like an overlay. Is it an overlay? It is an overlay. Because wait. Can I just grab? I don't understand really, I guess. Because like, we'll go in here, stream tools. Delete that. I mean, I guess I just don't understand like where I went wrong at all. And I'm actually getting tired from this.
You won't believe how easy this is. You ever see these Twitch streamers that have their chat on screen overlay? Now go to the blue plus sign down here and click on Stream Tools.
It's nuts that you could do this 1,000 times. I mean, you copied this. You go here. You copied it into here. Control V. Or go here, copy that. Control V. It's okay. And it still has no chat in it. I don't under. I guess I just don't understand at all. Leave, yes. Thank you. Go here. What? Why can't you just literally? It's open source software. You should be able to literally just click in docs, like here. You should be able to literally click in docs, or down here. You should literally be able to just click source, add chat overlay, just add fucking chat overlay. I'm not a programmer. I don't necessarily understand it. But I can assume that it's not hard if multiple other streaming platforms have done that, where you just literally click add chat overlay. Maybe they're fucking retarded. I don't know. I'm assuming that's the case of whoever designed this, is that they're extremely fucking retarded. And they're the same people that, they can make a really cool engine and everything. But they don't know how to put it in a vehicle without making it impossible to ever fucking work on again. So yeah, that's I'm gonna admit that that's a factual statement I just made there. We'll delete this. Delete. Yes. Go over to the other monitor. We'll fucking log out. Let's just log out. There we go. Bye. Bye. Go stream elements. Stream elements. Go to the website. Go to the website, sign in. This is not it. This is not the website I need. We just stream elements, there we go. Log in. YouTube. I don't know which one I'm under. That is not the right one. Back. Go back. Log out. Log in. YouTube. This one. This one. Boom, bitch. Why can't I multi-log in? Is that the issue, maybe? Dashboard, data, Streamlab, overlays. There we go. New overlay. Start. Okay, this is where we're at, right? Add widget. Stream tools. Your chat. center this bitch. Get rid of that. Well, we're gonna keep it dark. We're gonna keep it fucking dark. Why is it so black? You just great. I don't know. Maybe something's working finally. Position. Yeah, good enough. Center widget. Text. Somebody said 33 is the text that you want. I'm not gonna add anything like that. We're gonna make the text white. White. Text is white. We're going to save this. Chat. Again. Save. Boom. Go over to here. Add. Browser. Chat. Again. Okay, in browser. V. Okay. I mean, where the fuck is it? Alright, so supposedly you can click and drag these things too. Did I save it? Open it, edit. Save. Back. Grab it. Yes. Okay, there it is. I can see the black box now. Okay. Okay, we got the black box, guys. We got the black box. But there's nothing in it. There's absolutely nothing in it, see? Nothing in the black box. Nothing in there. Okay, let's go back to my chat. Hi. Okay, it's sent. It's sent. So it's sent, right? There it is. There's black box. Nothing in it. So hear me out now. What the fuck's wrong? What is actually wrong with that? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't even begin to tell you why it's not working. Every watch.
And there it is.
Watch
There's
video.
my stream chat.
Yeah. Well, there it is. There it is.
Name.
You got it. Oh yeah, good job.
Now go ahead and click this button on the top.
Yeah.
Go back into your OBS.
Yeah.
Add a source. Browser.
Browser. Yep.
And now paste that URL that you got. And change the resolution to 1920 by 1080. Click OK. And there it is. There's my chat. Now, I recommend going back to that overlay. Click on theme and change it to custom. That'll make it transparent so it doesn't stand in the way of anything in your stream. You can also adjust the size of the window. And go to text settings so you can pick a font. And you can also increase the size. Don't forget to hit save when you're done. And there you go. Isn't it beautiful? All right, now that you know how to do this, share this with your friend that streams but doesn't have chat on screen because their VOD watchers are going to thank you. And there's a cat.
That's not how it works, but okay. Yeah. We'll trust you on that one. Now you
Did you know that if a brand new viewer
you won't believe how easy this is. You ever see these Twitch streamers that have their chat on screen and you thought, I want that too?
I mean, I don't even. Do I have to restart that stream? Wait, it is on there. It's just not. It just has no words. Okay, so stream elements. Let's put you back over here. Edit. No. Wrong one. Where's chat again? Nope. I want chat again. Refresh. Chat again. Edit. Here's chat again. Okay. Layers. No, I need to select text. Text is not white. I want it to be white. Save. Messages are delayed 21 seconds. Yeah, save. No. We put that to 0. The funny thing is that when he puts his chat in, when he clicks that, it shows up and it's got letters in it. Like, it's actually linked to a chat. This seems to not be linked to a chat at all. Stream elements. Chat overlay not linked. Could it be? Could it? View channel. Go here. Is there a live chat here? There is. Oh my god. It's linked to the wrong chat. Watch. It's in my vertical stream. It's the chat for some reason it's going to there for some reason. Anyway, so we fixed the issue. It's just linked incorrectly. I want to make this more opaque. No, I just want to make... I don't want to make the chat opaque. Okay, settings. We have to test that again. Okay, I don't really like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to save. Back to here. Test 2, I spelled that wrong. I typed it in on the wrong thing. Oh, because I closed it out. My bad. Test 2. There it is. Okay. Stream elements. Alright, we're just gonna make... We're just gonna do that, and... Test 3. Alright, we're just gonna make... Yeah, test 3, black. You go white. We're just gonna do that, and... White chat, let's go... text settings. Yeah, test go with a white. Black. You go white. With white chat, let's go secondary text settings. Text shadow. Is it shadow? Save. With secondary test 4. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a shadow. Is it shadow? And then we need to test 4. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a shadow. And then we need to test 4. You would... I don't understand. You would... I don't understand. Okay, I don't understand. Okay, okay. Okay. Chat overlay. It seems like it's only 4.
Your stream. Go to streamelements.com and log in with your account. And here on we'll switch this crappy theme to custom. Let's leave delay to 0. Settings. Set the font size to to copy the widget you click add. Insert widget. Put we want it. Subscribe to your stream. Go to streamelements.com and log in with your account. Streamelements.com. We'll switch
So the
custom. Let's leave delay to 0. Settings. And log in size to copy the
where is that sound?
Insert widget. Put we want it. Subscribe.
Right there. Okay, go away. So this is only doing the vertical. Why? Why? Why is it only doing vertical chat? So
How to add a chat on your stream. Go to
I mean, I don't care if it's just
streamelements.com and log in
one
with your
chat, but
account. And here on the left, we go to Streaming Tools, Overlays. And here on the right side, click on New checkbox on. Then here on the right, click on the Save Theme to Custom. Let's leave the show Stream Tools, your
What is the best way to combine Twitch chat and
we're
YouTube
just gonna
chat into a single stream of messages?
Yes.
If you've hopped onto the multi-streaming train lately, you've probably found it really hard to keep up with all your different chat windows for all your different platforms at the same time, especially because a lot of you have multiple YouTube streams now. In case you didn't know, you can stream in both horizontal and vertical aspect ratios at the same time. I've already done a video on that. You can watch that up here. I'm not going to waste your time. The number one option you've been looking for by far is StreamerBot. This is hands down the best way to combine chats for all your Twitch and YouTube streams. So easy to use and has a ton of features that are going to make your life as a multi-streamer 14 billion times easier. Now, I know a lot of you guys have ruled out StreamerBot because I get it, this looks straight out of Windows 95, but the chat
It does look like ass.
StreamerBot, this
Hey guys, it's TechRun here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to add a multi-chat into your OBS studio so that way you can monitor your YouTube chat, Twitch chat, TikTok chat, and even Kick chat all in one place, plus some other platforms if you stream them as well. I'm going to show you guys how to set that up here today, so let's get right into it. So the first thing you need to do is download Caster Labs. I will have a link to it down below, and once you're on this page here, what you want to do if you're on Windows is click the download for Windows option. There isn't a Linux option or anything else from the time being, but once you have this actually downloaded, you want to open it on up and actually install it onto your computer. Now that Caster
We're just gonna do this.
We're just gonna do this, boy. Caster Labs on your computer. And when you open this on up, you will need to sign into a platform of choice.
But that's not it. That's Caster Labs.
Now, before you do anything, you want to make sure to go to your settings, and from settings, you want to go into accounts. And you want to sign into all the platforms.
Okay. Yep. I like that. Let's just log in. Okay. So silent. Go away. Allow. We need to move that over. Close. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Go over here. YouTube. We need to get rid of all of that. Continue. You may now close this window. I like that. Where's Caster Labs? Back over here. Well, want to go back. Welcome back. Accounts. Connect Twitch. Authorize. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere. Close this window. Back to Caster Labs. Alright, docs. Stream chat. Copy link to clipboard. Oh man, I closed out that stuff. Anyways, I think I know what to do. Go here, browser. Chat. Okay. V. Holy shit. It was... Is that easy? Dashboard. Docs. Widgets. Okay. Let me go back into YouTube. Nice. I knew what I wanted. I like that. No, we actually need that. We need history.
Next by clicking the connect button.
Connect, blah, blah, blah.
YouTube account, and then same thing. We want to sign into our Kick. Then you can see I connected my Kick, and it's the same process finally for TikTok because you can access the TikTok here. You just click connect. It's going to open up TikTok. And of course, you're just going to link your TikTok to the actual Caster Labs actual program. Now that we connected all the platforms we want our chat to show up from, what we want to do now is add the chat into OBS Studio. So we're going to go into the docs icon here. Then we want to copy the stream chat. And we're going to take this URL and put it into OBS Studio. Now, we want to take that URL we just got and go to OBS Studio, go to the top left under Docs, to OBS Studio, go to the top left under Docs Studio. Now, we want to take that URL we just got, open up TikTok, and of course, you're just going to link your TikTok to the app from. What we want to do now is add the chat into OBS Studio. So we're going to go into the Docs icon here, then we want to copy the stream chat, and we're going to take this URL and put it into OBS Studio. Now, we want to take that URL we just got and go to OBS Studio, go to the top left under Docs, go to Custom Browser Doc, and what we want to do is paste the URL in here, and then you can name it whatever you want. So I'm going to call it multi-chat for the time being. Once you apply this, you will actually have the doc pop on up, which is awesome. And you can just set this wherever you want in your OBS Studio. For me, I'm gonna leave it right here. And now what you can do with this, if you actually want to customize this, you click this little gear icon here. You can actually do quite a bit from it, which is like showing the badges from like Twitch. You can also enable the platform icons to show from which platforms you want it. The other thing you can do is actually show your activity, so if somebody follows, drops a sub, and etc., you can actually show it on the thing. And then you can do a little bit more even than that, like actually read your messages out loud, or maybe ding when a new message comes in, and show timestamps. So you can show quite a bit what you can actually do with this actual message, which I think is pretty neat. So now if we want to actually test this multi-chat for ourselves, all we have to do is go to our platforms of choice. We can just type on T on Twitch, we're going to type T on Kick chat, and then we'll type T in the YouTube chat, and everything does work. It should just immediately pop up. I'm not streaming on TikTok right now. You have to be live for it to actually show the multi-chat, so yeah. So you can see right here, all of them are showing up perfectly fine, which is awesome. So you can do the same thing with actually streaming to TikTok. You go live on TikTok, and you should immediately see it pop up. Go back into your Caster Labs, copy the URL again, and then take this URL and actually go into your plus icon in your sources. Then you click the browser one, and then you just name this whatever you want. I'm gonna call it Chat 2 for the time being, and you're gonna apply that link in here and make it 600 by 600, and click OK. So now this will actually pop up on your OBS Studio, which will show you a little chat. Now you can customize this even further by grabbing the Alt key on your keyboard and dragging it to a side like so. And then you can do the same thing, grabbing the Alt key on the bottom, dragging it to the side like so. And then what you're going to actually do to make this even further customize it is you want to actually right click on it, filters. Now what you're going to do is right click in actually effects, and then you want to go to chroma key, click OK, and then from here you want to actually customize the color by going from green click custom color, and click select color, color pick. And what you're gonna do is go to the actual widget in the background, you're gonna click on that and it will select that color in itself, and you wanna click OK. Now all you need to do is drag your similarities to 0, same thing with actually the smoothness, and finally the color key, you wanna set this to 0 as well. And with that, you will have now your multi-chat in actually OBS. So you can put it on your webcam, you can put it on the side of your screen, you can really do whatever you want with it, you can even adjust the size of it as well. That's how you adding multi-chat for YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and pretty much any platform you want to with the Castle Labs application. If you guys did find this video helpful here today, make sure to smash the like button and get subscribed to some future tech content. I'll see you for another one. Tech Grant out. Hey guys, it's Tech right here. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to multi-stream in 2025. That is right. That way you can actually stream to YouTube, Twitch, Kick, whatever platform you want to. You can do it absolutely for free without having to use Restream and paying money for it. So I'm saving you a couple bucks if you enjoy that though. Make sure to smash the like button. But I thought we'd make an updated video because if you guys did not know, I did a video in 2024 on how they actually multi-stream. There was some problems with the plugin and how they changed it. And today there are a lot of people complaining on the plugin not working properly. So I thought this was a perfect opportunity to make Twitch signed into. So I'm gonna sign in.
I don't like this.
This is basically an entirely separate app all on its own. If you use StreamerBot already, you click the chat button up here and then it opens up. And it looks way different. It looks so much better than the main portion.
I mean, it's not linking all the chats. This did. This linked all the chats. So something's wrong with my stream elements. Like, why can I not check what chats are linked to the chat itself? You know what I mean? I need a different stand. This thing is extremely annoying and loud. But otherwise, I really like Stream Elements ones. It just doesn't have all the chats. It's only got a couple of them. Channel settings, okay. Integration, I don't have any of that. I don't need bleep blop. Pod supervisor? I don't know what that means. No. No, stop. I don't know what I'm doing. Whoa, what just happened? Okay. Channels I manage. Unlink accounts. I don't want to unlink anything. I want to link everything to this. No. Go. Everything needs to be up there. My channels. Okay. What is this one? Okay. My managers. Channels I manage. My channels. Channels I manage. I don't. I might be retarded. But what's the difference between my channels and channels I manage? Please. Please, for the love of all fucks, tell me the difference between channels I manage and my channels. Okay, my channels must mean ownership. I own them, and then channels I manage must be channels you manage. Anyways, bye. I don't like this. Delete. Where is the delete button? Remove. Yes. That's why I use a delete button. Put this in here. Find it. There it is. Now, did that fix anything? Hester. I need to add the stream elements. Multi-chat. Hester, it went through. Okay. Does stream elements chat overlay do multi-chat? It does unified chats from Twitch, YouTube, and more. Okay, yes. Go here. Ground control. Meet ground control. Yes. Where's my ground control? Ground control. Open up. I just closed it. Whatever. But can I overlay it? I need to make this smaller. Does stream elements multi-chat allow? Does stream overlay allow multi-chat? I've been doing this for over an hour. You could add multiple chat overlays to your OBS scene One for each platform. However, this will result in separate chat boxes on your stream, not a single merged one. Let's get a little more specific. Overlay. I built it. Yeah, this is the guy I'm looking for. This is the guy
multi-chat
I'm looking
that
for.
I've been using on my stream that combines Twitch chat and YouTube chat and displays them as a single stream of messages on screen.
It's free. What a guy.
So if you've seen this from someone else, either they stole it or I stole it.
I'm gonna
Either
give
way,
lead
it's
order.
super
No, of course.
customizable. You can change the fonts. It's got custom emote support, and there's even a horizontal version that puts all of the messages in one thin little line, so it's super compact and doesn't get in the way of your gameplay. This has been a staple of my stream for like the past 6 years, so I wanted to make my own new and improved version for you guys.
Doesn't Twitch not allow you to combine chats on screen? It's against TOS. You're gonna get banned.
Show me. Show me one person that's been banned for combining chats and screen. I'll wait. This video needs to be 8 minutes long anyway. I got all day. It's got profile pictures built into it, gigantified emote support, and the ability for some of your viewers to directly post images into chat, which could be really funny or really dangerous depending on how you set it up. It's got built-in alerts too, so if you get a Twitch sub, you get a purple notification, and if it's a YouTube member, you get a red notification. I put this up early for tier 2 members on my website, nutty.gg. That's where I've been uploading my custom stream widgets, and tier 2 members get early access to all my exclusive stream widgets, which you can find in the member exclusive area. Anyway, point is, give me money, yeah? Let's cut the sales speak. I'm trying to sell you stuff, so you either give me money or you don't.
Just stream bot.
So let's just both move on, and then we can stop wasting each other's time, okay? This one's free though, so better than the main portion of the StreamerBot app. Yes, it even has dark mode, and it's really fluid, super easy to use, super clean UI. But big caveat, this only supports Twitch and YouTube right now, so if you need something that supports Kick or TikTok, we'll talk about some other solutions that you guys can use at the end of the video. You can just look at this timestamp. I'll leave it right here. No sponsor for today's video, so why don't you guys just follow me on Twitch? Yeah, I'll be checking, okay, Ryan. All right, you pause that video right now, you go do it so you don't forget. And then also give me money on Patreon. I'm trying to make some money out of this bitch. Okay, so for those of you who've never used StreamerBot or never even heard of StreamerBot before, just head to the website. It's literally streamer.bot. That's the actual URL. Download it, unzip it, and then open the streamerbot.exe file. Yes, I know the UI doesn't look great, but we're only gonna spend like 60 seconds inside of this white box, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. So you just need to log in with your Twitch and your YouTube accounts. So head to the platforms tab, and then for the Twitch and YouTube tabs, just log in with your accounts there. Make sure for the YouTube account that you check the box that says manage accounts. Otherwise, this isn't gonna work for you. Then you just click the chat button, and Bob's your uncle. Is that a phrase that American people know, or is that something only people who are girt by C understand? We're only gonna spend like 60 seconds inside of this white box, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. So you just need to log in with your Twitch and your YouTube accounts. So head to the platforms tab, and then for the Twitch and YouTube tabs, just log in with your accounts there. Make sure for the YouTube account that you check the box that says manage accounts. Doesn't look great, but we're only gonna spend like 60 seconds inside of this white box, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. So you just need to log in with your Twitch and your YouTube accounts. So head to the platforms tab, and then need to log in with your Twitch and your YouTube accounts. So head to the platforms tab, and then for the Twitch and YouTube tabs, just log in with your accounts there. Make sure for the YouTube account that you check the box that says manage accounts. Otherwise, this isn't gonna work for you. Then you just click the chat button, and Bob's your uncle. Is that a phrase that American people know, or is that something only people who are girt by sea understand.
Adventures.
If you start typing in Twitch chat, you should see messages start appearing with a little Twitch icon so you know which platform the messages are coming from. And then once you go live on YouTube, it'll be the same thing for YouTube, but it'll be a YouTube icon and it will also show their profile picture. And if combining chats is all that you wanted to do, that's it. The video can end right here for you. I know someone in chat's gonna be like, what about social stream, Nutty? They had that over a year. Zip it, okay? I don't want to hear it. I know there's other alternatives that you might have heard of, but there's so many features with the StreamerBot chat window that make this so much better than all the other options I've looked at. Trust me, I've looked at like a dozen other ones. So let's go through them all. For one, they have this really neat tab system. So if you just want to focus on your Twitch audience or just your YouTube audience, you can filter your messages per platform. And in the case of YouTube, since you can have multiple YouTube streams, you can even filter your messages per YouTube stream. So if you only want to focus on your vertical messages or only your horizontal messages, you can do that too. It also gives you the option to send messages to every single stream all at once, or choose if you only want to send it to one platform at a time. What's more is if you click on any of the people that are talking in chat, it's gonna pull up a card with a history of all of the messages that they've sent that stream. So if someone in your chat's like, excuse me, streamer, you like missed my question earlier? You can like just click their name and you don't have to go hunting for the last thing that they said. And that works for both Twitch and YouTube. I should also mention that this supports Trove. This is the only multi-chat tool I've used, the quick action section. This is more for intermediate streamer you guys keep telling me about. Now, I know there's some questions that you guys are gonna, you need a multi-chat tool that is Caster Labs. Caster Labs is one of the, so look at Social Stream. I'm gonna be real with you, like 50 of you guys told me to use Social Stream and you told me how much you loved it and how easy to use it was. I don't know what you guys are smoking. I have never used a program that overcomplicates such a simple problem. There's like 17 trillion options plastered on the front page of the program right when you launch it. What does a multi-chat tool need a battle royale built into it for? In fairness, the devs did hear my complaints, and instead of just being offended, which totally wouldn't blame them for one bit if they were, they did add a toggle to hide all those options, which I can appreciate. And it does have the added advantage of being dockable. So you can add this as a dock to OBS, as well as show it on stream to your viewers. Plus, it supports every platform you can realistically think of streaming to, even Instagram. So if StreamerBot or Caster Labs don't work out for you, you can try Social Stream. Other than that, I can't really recommend anything else. StreamerBot just has hands down the best multi-chat solution you're gonna find if all you need is Twitch and YouTube. And if I'm being honest with you, if you're multi-streaming to more platforms than that, God bless you, because I truly don't know how you guys handle it. Check out all these videos here. I have a separate video that shows you how to build out a really awesome vertical stream where you can like cut out all your UI elements and then like reposition them so that they're like in a vertical format. Highly recommend that if you're gonna be streaming to YouTube Shorts or TikTok. Don't forget, I stream on Twitch, okay?
I'm just done.
Remember what we agreed upon, Ryan. I'll be checking. See you guys later.
I'm just tired. I'm just tired of it. All right, let's start some real more important stuff here. Okay. Let's close some of this stuff. Stream elements. Get your shit together. I don't understand why the chat is only doing the vertical one. Anyways, let's move on. What just happened?
Mr. Governor, what's your message to Governor Gavin Newsom inside of this facility?
Well, the first thing you should do is come here and learn something, because they don't do this. They don't know. They wouldn't know where to begin, and if they did, it would cost them 100 times more. So I would say he should call the governor and Christie, and I'm sure you'd give him because his state is a disaster, and he doesn't do this.
Well, they have the original Alcatraz, so you guys could approve him being able to set one of these up over there. I'm sure the secretary would be happy to do that and provide. My sense is he's probably not going to bite on that, but I don't know that they'd be able to come in at cost because they tried to do this high-speed rail. They spent like $150 billion, no tracks. We've got a privately funded rail in Florida from Miami to Orlando. It cost the taxpayer zero, and it's very successful. So it's just a much different approach between states.
We're not going to let him get anywhere near Alcatraz. It'll cost 100 times more than they thought. Now, he ought to come here and study this because he could learn a lot. Yes?
The first person checking into the room, sir.
Tomorrow.
Hopefully tomorrow, within the next 24
hours. They have the doctors, they have all the professionals.
There's going to be a
Of course they got doctors. You got to take care of them,
civilians
right?
Here, so they will sweep this multiple times to make sure there's nothing can be used as weapons or any contraband. And then once that's cleared, then they'll do. So it's really up to Secretary. I know has got people in the queue, and so they'll be ready to receive.
I think our viewers at home should note that this is air-conditioned facility. So if any of the news claims they're keeping them out in the hot, humid South Florida, that is wrong.
I mean,
62 degrees.
well, why not? There's prisons here in Wisconsin with no heat or
He wanted me. It didn't work out that way, but
air conditioning. Of course, you got to be in segregation for that stuff. I mean, there's heat because it's in the boiler room.
Telling me that these people come in here, they want to go home, and they want to go home, so we immediately send them home. Where it's appropriate. Now, if somebody's a real killer, we don't send them anywhere. We put them in a maximum security. Look, what we inherited from this guy, this incompetent.
I mean, where else? If they want to go home, if they like the South America or Mexico so much that they fly their flag here, yeah, send their booties home.
And his administration, which wasn't incompetent, it was radical left, lunatic, communist, whatever you want to say. I know most of them. What we inherited should never ever be forgotten. What they've made us do. This is all because of an open border policy where 25 million people flowed in from all over the world, from prisons, from all over the world they flowed in for no reason whatsoever. We had, when I left, we had a very powerful border. We had no problem. He opened it up day one. He just opened the border, and people couldn't believe it. That's right. They were standing there. What are they doing? They said, go in. That's it. You look at the first day tapes. They opened it up and they said, go in, and that's where all of this began. But this is an amazing thing that they've done here. Really
but listen, people don't have to.
Why would you think that it's okay to open up your borders?
They can come back legally. We will let them come back legally.
And there is a lot of self-deportation.
But if you wait and we bring you to this facility, you don't ever get to come back to America. You don't get the chance to come back and be an American again and work here. So
they weren't with us when the President and the Secretary Kevin and I, we went through the intake. So right when you do the intake, they have the information about voluntary departure. They have the ability. Obviously, you guys are funding that because it's a lot cheaper to do it that way. So even if they get brought to the front doorstep here, they still have an opportunity to just go back voluntarily, and then this way they're not.
Let's say they get in here like, hey, I want to stay here, I want to go back.
We can put them on a plane that day and take them home. We'll buy their plane ticket, go home, and then they get the chance to come back legally. If they wait and say we're not going to do that,
they can come back legally after a period.
Mr. President, you've talked recently about the idea of finding some way to get farm workforce and service sector workforce, and I think you've discussed somehow a program of people leaving on a sponsorship and coming right back. Can you give us a little more detail about that and why, in the view of some hardliners, it's not amnesty?
Take care of our farmers and hotel workers and various other people, and we're working on it right now, and Ron's going to be involved, and you're involved already. So we have a case, a lot of cases where ICE will go into a farm, and these are guys working there for 10, 15 years, no problem. The farmers know them. We're going to put, it's called farmer responsibility or owner responsibility, where they're going to be largely responsible for these people. And they know these people. They've worked on the farms for 15 years, and all of a sudden so I have a great, Ron does, Christie does, we have a great feeling for the farmer and for others in the same position. And we're going to give them responsibility for people.
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with that. I'm a big pro, no. Why bring unskilled labor to the United States? Like, do we actually need unskilled labor? I mean, I think we have enough of that. But I guess what do I know?
And we're going to have a system of signing them up so they don't have to go. They can be here legally. They can pay taxes and everything else. They're not getting citizenship, but they get other things. And the farmers need them to do the work. Without those people, you're not going to be able to run your farm.
Mr. President, you and the governor tangled pretty hard in the 2024 election. You stand here now. You stand here now as partners on this effort. How would you describe the relationship, and what future does Governor DeSantis have?
I think it's a 10. Maybe 9-9, because there might be a couple of little wounds. So maybe it's 9-9. I think we have a 10. We get along great.
Well, the thing about it is, I endorsed him immediately in January 2024. I raised one of his PACs millions and millions of dollars, and obviously we saved him a lot of money in Florida because Florida was a deep red state. He didn't even have to do a rally in Florida, whereas 2016 and 20, this was like ground zero. And so we've been, really happy to do that. And then we've worked very well on this and other issues with Florida. And you can call him at any time, and he wants to be helpful for governors. I mean, I can tell you that. We did Hurricane Helene last year. You didn't hear from the president at the time then. But with President Trump, we know immediately. You just make the phone call.
That's a follow-up question. I'm sorry. Like another thing you inherited. How firm are you going to be with Netanyahu about ending the war in Gaza?
Very firm. But he wants it too. I will tell you. He's coming here next week. He wants to end it too. We had a tremendous success with Iran. They won't have me. Somebody said, "When are you going to sign?" I said, "Sign? They are so bombed out." Did you see the report issued this morning? The place was decimated. It'll be years before anybody even gets down there. So that's not a priority, but we'll have a report and we'll have whatever we want. We'll get whatever we want from Iran. And I think, and I hope they want to have a good country. They have massive sanctions right now, biting sanctions. It's going to be very hard for them to do anything with those sanctions. And I look forward to maybe there'll be a time when we get along with them and they can rebuild their country.
Is there a point where you tell Netanyahu, like, you gotta end this now, you gotta strike a deal?
Well, he wants to. I can tell you he wants to, and I think we'll have it. I think we'll have a deal next week. That's what I think.
Mr. President, did you intend to announce your pick for successor to Jay Powell earlier than say, or as early as say this summer or this fall?
Will I do something about who it's going to be?
Yes.
I don't know. Hey, he'd be a good candidate. She'd be a good candidate too. Anybody would be better than Jay Powell. No,
Anybody.
Because he keeps the rate way
Get rid of that nerd.
I think it's Trump derangement syndrome personally, but we have a very strong country. We're the strongest country. Look, our country right now is at a level that we haven't seen for
100%. 100%. The greatest country ever.
$50 years.